Hi guys, Nick here with North Star Bushcraft. Wanted to make a really quick video today to share one trick that I like to use for starting fires with you. This is my favorite waterproof fire starter. There's lots of natural tinders available in the woods, lots of man-made stuff you can bring with you, but this one is my favorite. It's fully waterproof, it's dirt cheap, and anyone can make it. So here we go. This is what I call fire twine. It's jute twine from the hardware store soaked in paraffin wax. I melt the wax in an old pot on the barbecue. You could use an electric hot plate or something like that. I recommend doing it outside. The wax can burst into flame. But I just simply cut up some chunks of this twine, soaked it in the wax for a few minutes, took it out and let it dry. And then I just throw some in my backpack. I'll keep some on my knife sheath, wherever you want to keep this stuff. You don't have to keep it in a waterproof container, and I'm going to give you a little demonstration of how this stuff works right now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and throw this here in a bit of water in my cup. So you can see that's good and wet in there. So you can imagine you might tip your canoe or go through the ice or something like that, and your tinder gets wet. Well, with this stuff, it doesn't really matter. All you got to do is just shake off the excess moisture off the surface there. And then, because this stuff is a twisted fiber twine, you just start to untwist the one end of it a little bit. You separate the fibers enough that you can separate the strands. This stuff is generally 3 strands, and then each of those is a bunch of smaller fibers. So you just work on it to fluff it up a little bit. Now it is possible that, if you were in the advanced stages of hypothermia or even early stages, you're not going to have the fine motor skills in your fingers. You can use the tip of your knife to separate these guys up here. You can kind of roll them between 2 sticks. So, fluff up one end like that. It doesn't take long. And then I'll show you here just with a spark from my fire steel how that lights up. There you go. So from fully immersed in water to flame from a spark, that took, I think, 2 tries to get it going. This stuff will burn all the way down, so if you have a foot of this stuff, it'll burn right to the end of that, as long as the wind doesn't blow it out. But once you've lit your fire, I use this like a match. Once you've lit your fire, I just put it out, take the coal off the end so it's no longer burning, and I'll put it back in my pack and it's ready for the next time. I usually cut the stuff into 6-inch lengths or something like that, and that'll last for a dozen fires or more. And then you can simply use another piece. So what does start to happen on these towards the end of a piece like this here is that it's a little bit separated now from my working the one end. So when it gets down to about this length here, you might as well just throw it in your fire as a part of your kindling and let it burn up, because it's not necessarily going to be as waterproof at the end of the cord like this, just because the fibers are already separated. And I think having them twisted together and coated in wax is what keeps the inside dry. So there you go. That's my favorite waterproof tinder. I call it fire twine, but other people use cotton balls and Vaseline, and there's all sorts of little tricks out there. This is one that I like to use. It's convenient. It's a little bit easier to store than cotton balls and gooey Vaseline. I can put this in the bottom of my backpack and it doesn't get all over everything else. And again, it's cheap. Anyone can make it. So if you haven't checked out our website, come check us out at northstarbushcraft.com. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.